Now then, it's Saturday the 2nd of October, another month gone. Just walking through this new batch of pigs. Bloody good pigs, very heavy, 50, the average 52 kilos. So there's some right pigs among them. Isn't there? Oh yeah. Real good conformation and everything like. They're a bit thick on ground in here, but there's some baconers to go next week, and then 150 are going out of here into there. But there's not a panic. I mean, they'll be lovely and toasty when they're all bloody nested down. But yeah, about the grand pigs, yeah. Yeah, we're bloody panic on this week getting mucked out. Yeah, they only give us, well, a day. No. Yeah, a day. Like last time's work, yeah, and we got blasted on, and yeah, they were in next day. Steady. So yeah, so they're all mucked out, bit drilled. Yeah, a busy week. Every week's a busy week here. We don't seem to have a slack time, but I quite like it like that. Very rare. In the winter time you can't bring muck up here. This turn's very, very wet and greasy. Well, you never pull the trailer up this hill anyway. It gets wet and greasy, so any advantage when you're mucking out and you can get it up in this land, we're going to take it, like, because it just needs feeding. It's been starved for a lot of years, and we're just finding that organic manures and compost we can get up here is it's beneficial for the spot. This first field of oilseed rape we drilled, it's a little bit thin on that headland, but the rest of it's alright. They're quite strong plants now. I mean, I'd rather see it sort of in that, you know, a few plants like that than really thick, because them plants will be really strong and produce a lot of grain hopefully. But it's growing like mad actually now it's had a rain. So yeah, real pleased. Mate of mine's just sent me a WhatsApp message of a picture of a woman in a supermarket filling a shopping bag, filling a plastic carrier bag full of, well, it was either petrol or diesel. Doesn't matter what it is, it doesn't excuse her. What a bloody idiot. Are people, honestly, real, a lot of people are really stupid nowadays, aren't they? Someone told me a joke the other day. Sperm banks, no, what was it? I had a joke about the situation the other day. Sperm banks are struggling for semen because all the wankers are at the petrol station. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, that was close, and then it took a Bentley out on the corner. It's forecast rain about 4 o'clock, but the sky is just starting to fill up and look a bit angry. So whether we get this other yard up here, I don't know, but we'll see. There's not a lot of drilling going on today, but a few people beyond, but I think everybody's sort of, now it's rained, on it out a little bit, a bit brave and patient for same as we're doing. So, you know, get a bit of a kill. The wet weather has arrived. A right miserable night. I reckon it looks like the sky's full, it's going to rain for a while. Whether he gets any more loads up or he wants to knock off, I don't know, it's up to him. Yeah. We have to get some spouting on, I know that. Don't know whether I'm doing good or not today. It's one of them jobs I wish I had started. I should be striding instead of talking to you a lot. No, we had the idea of putting some winter barley in with the Moors drill straight into the stubble, real light land. Not convinced really. There's a lot of residue, more than this is clean. There's some patches in there what was fairly laid. It's slitting a slot and putting it in, but I'm not real happy. It's bulldozed a little bit. When we first started, some of the discs were there was too much space between the coulter and the disc, and it was building up and stopping the disc and then bulldozing. But we rectified that, and I don't know. That's what finish it's leaving. I mean, what I'm going to do, I'm going to roll it. I'm going to roll it tonight. It's going to be, because it's on about rape. And what I'm doing with newspaper, I'm bloody marking last year's tram lines, because just don't ask. I switched the tram lines off because the GPS was playing up. I'll have to come out to that. I'm sick of it. So I drove manually. I couldn't have the markers out because that scratched it too much, and then it started to bulldoze in the middle. So I've drove it manually. Drove it by the eye, and the tram lines weren't marrying up. You know, they were half a breed, so I've been overlapping a bit. It's just one of them jobs. But so I'm marking last year's out because I can see them. There's a slight indentation, should I say. So, but no, I don't know. That time I'll tell, it might be a success. You don't know, do you? You don't try these things. But there's a bit of rubbish come. We've round up it once, and there's a bit of rubbish come. Some volunteer barley, so, and some nettles and some black fat hen. A few other bits and pieces. I don't really know what they are, but I've had a word with Andy, our man, and he says just put 2 in with your pre-em. Just put 2 litres of glyphosate and it'll nobble them like. In fact, I might leave it till Monday, because I think you might get a little bit of a flush of rubbish after, you know, in 3 or 4 days. It's a bit brave, but I'll just keep my eye on what's germinating, what in. In fact, that's not a bad idea. So, it might be a real success, but you know, it just looks terrible. There's bloody hills and holes, and it just looks scruffy. I know I've had wide bits and narrow bits through bloody GPS. I don't know. It could be me, like, I don't know. I'm not into this technology, but right, let me mark this bloody field out. At least I can look at some women while I'm with my paper, what I'm using to mark out. With them lot. Some pop band. Alright, well. Actually, now I've walked across it, I'm a little bit happier. I mean, there's a few heaps in the here and there. I'll come back with rollers and with a fork and chuck them about. But what is there, half a dozen heaps to level out. But now I've walked across it, actually the seed's in the ground exactly where it wants to be. A little bit of residue, I don't think will hurt it. Maybe shelter it from a bit of cold weather, keep it a bit warmer through winter, I don't know. But this land here, very, very light soil, suffers with drought and suffers with manganese deficiency as well. So we're forever putting manganese products in our sprays every pass, but even we come bloody just to put manganese on. But you know, it's a lot solider. I mean, the key with manganese is to get it solid, isn't it? So, you know, it might be the answer, I don't know. I nearly gave up. I got to that gate hole and I thought, I'm making a mess here. I nearly tell Phil to come with plough. But he's busy, and I thought, well, you'd be right, you know. Seeds in the ground and it'll grow. I mean, there's a few lumps and give him something to talk about in the area, won't it? Dovey's made a right mess down Bilby Street.